Africans, Burkinabés, brothers and sisters, I greet you from Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso, and I would like to share some good news with you for a few minutes. From my stay in the land of upright people, I ask you to write "Good Live" and share this live broadcast. I greet you from Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso, the homeland of upright people, and I would like to share some good news with you for a few minutes and invite those who are in Ouagadougou to join us in large numbers this afternoon at the Senasa venue from 3 p.m. for the signing of our major work, Imperial Terrorism. It is a book signing that will be presided over by the Minister of Communication of Burkina Faso, His Excellency Gilbert Ouedraogo, and the Minister of Higher Education of Burkina Faso. I will also give an introductory lecture on the occasion of this event, this book signing, and Maître Corinne Janele Atangan, Secretary General of the LILIPAC movement, will give a talk on judicial reparations related to terrorism during this book signing here in Ouagadougou. I invite you to widely share this announcement. And if you are in Ouagadougou and would like to meet yours truly, get a copy of our book, Imperial Terrorism, with a personal autograph and a photo. Today is the day. First of all, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and profound thanks to His Excellency, the esteemed President of Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore, Head of State of Burkina Faso, who did me the honor today, this momentous 6th day of October, in the year 2025, of graciously granting me a most esteemed and significant audience at the magnificent and historically significant Presidential Palace of Faso, a truly remarkable and memorable occasion. During this moment of deep and profound brotherhood, I received his advice and the congratulations of the head of state. I received his perspective, his insight, and his sharpness as a fighter for African liberation. We shared our visions of revolutionary Pan-Africanism and the progressive popular revolution, which is destined to triumph not only in Burkina Faso, but throughout the African continent, so that we may achieve our complete liberation. I would like to ask you to join me in thanking President Ibrahim Traore, President of Faso, for the honor bestowed upon the Pan-African intellectual, son of Africa, who is Nyamsi Ouakamorune, or Burkina Faso, or Africa. I would like this profound gratitude to be fully expressed. Prime Minister Rim Talba and also Jean-Emmanuel Ouedraogo, who just last Friday graciously granted us an audience that was truly just as solemn and genuinely warm. I would also like, after this truly warm, deeply fraternal and remarkably significant audience at the esteemed Presidency of Faso, to express my most sincere and heartfelt thanks to everyone present. To my brother, the Minister of Communication and Government Spokesperson of Burkina Faso, His Excellency Gilbert Ouedraogo, who, with the blessing of the head of state, did me the honor of being the sole special guest of the African Communication Universities of Ouagadougou in this year, 2025. An honor I will never forget. I would like to greet all the officials from the Department of Communication of Burkina Faso, who are making sure I have an excellent visit and a wonderful stay in Burkina Faso. I am thinking in particular of our brother Frédéric Yirmale Somé, Director General of Communication Administration of Burkina Faso. This stay in the land of Burkina Faso was made possible thanks to the mediation of an exceptional man whose name I have already mentioned. Everywhere I went in Burkina Faso during this stay, it was thanks to the ambassador of Burkina Faso to the Vatican. He is my younger brother, the writer Regis Kevin Bakiono. My stay in Burkina Faso is also the result of his remarkable mediation. May he be blessed. Here, on the land of Burkina Faso, I inform you that Professor Franklin Nyamsi wa Africa and the Institute for the Africa of Liberties now have a place in this city. I am delighted to inform you that The President of Faso, Head of State, His Excellency Mr. Captain Ibrahim Traore, has personally given explicit instructions for your humble and dedicated servant to join a prestigious institute directly and formally attached to the esteemed Presidency of the Republic, specifically the renowned Institute of Black Peoples of Burkina Faso, which is currently and competently headed by the former distinguished Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, the highly respected Maître Apollinaire Kilem. It is with eagerness and joy that I have accepted to now be counted among the members of this eminent institute, a force of work, a force of thought, a force of proposals alongside the presidency of Burkina Faso. And I hope you will join me in thanking President Ibrahim Traore, who has been following this for several years, for his not insignificant contribution through social media, and who already had his own copy of Imperial Terrorism, which he read before the one I solemnly presented to him today. I would like to ask you to thank President Ibrahim Traore for the trust he has placed in me by asking me to join the Institute of Black Peoples of Burkina Faso, an institute attached to the Presidency of Faso. A heavyweight intellectual think tank bringing together the best minds of global Pan-African Africa to contribute to the progressive popular revolution, not only in Burkina Faso but across our entire continent. These are the good news I bring you. And I would have regretted depriving you of this gratitude, of this recognition. I would have regretted depriving you of this demonstration of solidarity and this acknowledgement of competence. So if you are in Ouagadougou, come from 2 o'clock or 2:30 p.m. onwards, when people will be gathering in the hall at the Senasa space here in Ouagadougou. Starting at 3 o'clock p.m., under the distinguished patronage of the Ministers of Communication and Higher Education of Burkina Faso, I will proudly present the truly flagship book of a sovereign and independent Africa in the year 2025. Imperial Terrorism, this profoundly significant flagship book, which the esteemed President of Faso, as well as the Presidents of Mali and Niger, have thoughtfully made one of their most essential bedside books, clearly demonstrates the true and undeniable nature of the aggressive challenges Africa is currently facing today. So, Africans, be blessed. This comes from the bottom of my heart. And by dedicating all this work, all this devotion, all these commitments to the great African heroes who came before us on this land of Sankara and throughout the African continent, and to the Almighty who grants us the breath of life, I would like to invite you to greet them with a tremendous wave of joy across all continents. President Ibrahim Traore and his companions, the great people of Burkina Faso, who today, together with the peoples of Mali and Niger, are at the forefront of the African Revolution. So if you are in Ouagadougou, join us later today from 3 p.m. at the Kenaza space in Ouagadougou for the signing of our major work. The price of the book is 10,000 francs CFA. To get your copy, you will be entitled to a handwritten signature from your humble servant, and you can take a memorable photo and perhaps exchange a few thoughts with the servant of a free Africa, the new member of the Institute of Black Peoples of Burkina Faso, attached to the Presidency of the Republic. Your Excellency, Mr. President Ibrahim Traore, once again here at my division, I thank you for your trust. I thank you for your recognition. I thank you for your vision, your foresight, your insight. I thank you for your courage, your dedication, and your commitment to our people. That's all. Have a good day, everyone. See you at the Institute. See you at the Senaza space from 3 p.m. this afternoon in Ouagadougou. Before that, I will visit the Burkinabe people in the great symbolic space of Faso Mebor. Thank you very much. Be blessed. Thank you.